Outside my window, I can hear on the radio playing my favorite song. He comes on every day in such a groovy way. He's a funky DJ. He plays that bumpy music till the early morning. And the funky DJ keeps rapping on. Check it out.
All right, we're all here. I'd like to welcome you all. This is the 7th Prometheus Radio Project Barnraising. With Barnraisings, Radio Barnraisings, the idea is that we bring together a whole lot of people that want to learn radio skills or that already know radio skills and like to teach them. And now I've got to make a little confession. This here, what's going on exactly right now, it's not exactly the most efficient way of building a radio station. But we do barn raisings instead because we think that it's very important that the technology behind radio be demystified. Because considering the kind of government that we have, we think it's good for as many good people to know how to make radio stations as possible. I want to introduce Ginny Welsh.
Thank you very much. I'm responsible for all good things happening this weekend. I'm not responsible for the weather. It's been one long, hard battle, but we're here, we won, and I am so glad that you are all with us. A hell of a crew here putting on the weekend for you. I really apologize about the rain, but you know, it'll give you a story to tell you, Grant.
It's a lot of rain. We should have known. It said it in the forecast. We're sort of hopeful. What do you do?
We're shaking like crazy trying to cut table legs for the console in the studio so we can get the office and everything set up and start getting some equipment plugged in, hopefully sometime today or maybe tomorrow. So.
The console is going to face this direction and sort of be set down into the table so that people can see between the production studio and the OnAir Studio.
Working on the railroad, sleeping on the ground, eating salty crackers, 10 cents a pound. Big balls in Nashville, big balls in town, big balls in Louisville, who dance around.
There's a huge number of workshops going on, official ones and unofficial ones, being organized by dozens upon dozens of geniuses of community radio and media for social change, media activism. There's also an incredible news production track going on. There's people from Pacifica and Free Speech Radio News and all kinds of independent radio production teams are teaching brand new reporters how to take a microphone and a mini disc and get the local news out into their community, from that community, how to edit it and produce a piece on the radio that'll wake people up to things they're not hearing anywhere else. It's an incredible track. There's all kinds of wonderful, really deep technical tracks where people from novices to advanced folks can learn all about how audio works, how to physically build a transmitter, how to tune an antenna, how to make sure that a station, once it's on the air, can really be in the hands of the community that is broadcasting on it, that really owns it together. The reason that we have barn raisings, as Pete always says it, as it's not because getting 150 people to sleep in the mud and hold a soldering iron that they've never held before. That's not the most efficient way to build a radio station, but it is the most efficient way to build this movement for democratic media owned and controlled by communities. And so when we build these stations, what we're doing is we're creating experts in the power of this radio, not just in terms of building it and celebrating it, but also in terms of convincing legislators and regulators, people in Congress, people at the FCC, that this service is important, that this is something which is the backbone of the responsibility that they have to us in the United States.